Welcome everybody to this round of 32 matchup of the Collegiate Cubing Championships. We have for you guys tonight a thrilling matchup between the number 10 seed UC Davis and the number 23 seed Rice University. My name is Martin and I'll be your host this evening. And just to remind you, we'll be doing a best of 3 sets with each set as a head-to-head matchup of a best of 7 solves. Looks like Jimmy got his cube scrambled, so we should be able to get this second solve of this set underway any second now. I think Jimmy's going to be getting white cross here. It's like we're looking for last 2 pairs here. Going into Ola now. We got a J perm here. That was a very quick solve for Jimmy, but looks like he may have not stopped the timer fast enough. We got a 15.37. Hamza's going to be starting off this third solve here. Let's see what he can do. We've got white cross from Hamza here. Trying to find that last pair going into Olo now, and now it looks like we got a V permit at 10.36 from Hamza. Very, very unfortunate from Jimmy. Hamza's going to be starting off his fourth solve of the set, which is likely to be the last one. So we had a little bit of confusion on maybe that Olo there. Oh, Hamza drops the cube. He gets a 12.27, so he's able to come back and save it, even though he dropped the cube, almost stopped the timer, which would have gotten him a DNF or a +2 of some sort. But Hamza's able to take that fourth solve and clean sweep the first set 4-0 and take the first set for UC Davis. So we're going to be getting a yellow cross from Yuki here. A very quick F2L, I think, going into Olo now. Looks like that's a 7.75 from Yuki. An excellent, excellent solve. Going into the fourth solve, and possibly the final solve. Looks like we're going to be getting a green cross from Yuki. Very smooth F2L. We got a G perm, had some lockups, but it doesn't even matter with the 7.79 from Yuki. Looks like we're going to be getting white cross again. A little bit faster turning. Let's see if he can keep that control and fluidity. Got a couple of pauses there into F2L. Going into OL now. Got a U perm, got a couple of lockups. Looks like that may have been a +2, or maybe not. Seems like he doesn't think so. He gets a 10.80, so an excellent and very strong solve from Tim, but not enough to defeat Yuki. I don't think we're going to call that a +2, so it's going to stand as that 10.80. But Yuki is able to take the fourth solve of that set and win the set for UC Davis. Hopefully he can step it up. He averages around that 9.17 second range, but it looks like he's been getting around mid to high 10s. Let's see what Jacob's able to do. We're going to be getting a white cross from him. Oh, looks like he had some pairs ready to go there. Very quick OLL and F2L going into PLL. So we're having some issues with that timer display. An 8.01, and that looks to be more like what Jacob wanted to see. Looks like his eyes immediately went to white cross. A very quick first couple of pairs. Going for that last pair now, going into OLL. Got a J perm. He doesn't even look when he's doing the PL, but he gets a +2. He gets a +2 on an 11.11, so that's going to be a 13.11 from Jacob. He leaves the door wide open for Ian to swoop in and take a second solve for Rice. Jacob needs to respond to this to keep Rice in this game. Looks like he's going to be getting a white cross from Ian here. He pauses a little bit in F2L. Hopefully he's able to recover. He had some lockups there. Hopefully he can get into Ola quickly here. He gets a U perm. And he doesn't +2 that. I think he's going to be able to easily take another solve from Jacob with a 10.67. Ian taking a good look at white cross here, looks like. Starting off a little bit slower. Smooth F2L. Oh, but he has a massive lockup. Going into OL now. And he gets a PL skip with an 8.83. Wow. So that puts a ton of pressure on Jacob here. We might be seeing the comeback of the century here from Rice. Jacob also taking a good look at that white cross there. Looks like that looks like to be what he's going to be solving on. Jacob now starting off his fifth solve of the set. He's just 1 point away from winning this set. We got some lockups and PLL. He gets a 9.03, so Ian is able to take another solve from Rice. But Ian has been able to come back to Jacob's not as good solves. Let's see what Jacob is able to do. He needs to be locked in for this. Like he might be. He gets a J perm, maybe a couple lockups. That looked to be around a 9-second solve. We'll see what the official time is at 9.26. So something Ian can absolutely respond to. Let's see what he's able to do. He's got to beat a 9.26, which we know he can do. So he's solving on white cross here. Gonna lock up an F12 there. Finishing up F12 now, going into OLL. So he may have got a T perm or something, but massive lockups and PLL, and he's not able to bring home a set for Rice with a 12.79. Looks like we got some pauses in F2, massive lockups and PLL, so Jacob is going to be able to just barely take that final solve for Rice, sweeping Rice. Taking that final set for UC Davis. They're going to sweep Rice this whole matchup, but Ian puts up a phenomenal fight against Jacob.